Okay, this is the Big Bertha Alpha review, the eagerly anticipated driver for 2014 from Callaway. If you've read the blog already without watching the video, you'll know that this is actually my own driver. I ordered this off the back of some very early testing back in December, and this has got a slightly more specialist shaft, the Oban Kyoshi, so it's a little bit more suited and a little bit more stable than what I found the Fubuki. I wasn't a big fan of the Fubuki stock shaft that they put in it, but that's just me. That's not saying it's a bad shaft. It didn't quite suit me. So overall, what did I think? Averaging around 262 carry, which is pretty decent, and pretty decent considering that I was hitting it pretty poor. Average smash of 1.47. I know I can hit it better than that, and when I did, I got it up to 267, 269. I think there was a 270 in there somewhere. Yeah, so there's more in this driver than what I was getting, but I'll probably put that down to the fact that I was testing it at 8:15 in the morning. It was a new driver and I was a little bit excited to test it. When we look into the data, we start to see a pretty decent pattern. Launch angle around 12.6. I can probably do with upping that, and I will mess about with the loft. I just wanted to get this review done as quickly as possible, so I didn't want to tinker about too much with the driver. But overall, pretty decent carries when I'm not striking it great, so I'm getting 260 out of it. I think the shortest one was 257, and I actually hit that pretty good. I just didn't get enough carry, and when I tonk it, I can get 270, 265, and I'd expect 265 carry really out of this if I was swinging it good. Anything above that is a bonus. Overall yardage 290, which is pretty decent, and you can see here that the angle of attack wasn't varying too much. The 271, I really tried to hit up on it, and I did get a little bit more out of it. So for you guys who want to hit up or down, there's a little bit of a telltale sign. A little bit up never goes amiss. You might get a little bit more out of it. My launch was a little bit okay, and the spin didn't really get affected too much. I did mess about with the gravity core quickly, and you can see I knocked a couple hundred RPMs off the ball, and again, I think if I was hitting it better, that might be more apparent than maybe 400 or 500 RPM. It certainly felt different off the head when I did mix it up, and I think with a little bit of fine tuning I can get this driver to go really, really well. The one thing that stood out for me more than anything else with this driver is not the length. The looks were fantastic, the feel was fantastic, but realistically, to me, it was the accuracy. This thing, it was pretty straight when I hit it pretty poor, and I think if you look there you go, so that's 20 drives not hit particularly great. I've got 1, 2 here that I'd probably say were missing fairways. The rest were pretty decent, and they weren't all decent strikes. So overall, do I like this driver? Am I gutted that I ordered it? Absolutely not. I think I love this driver. I think it's a good looking piece of kit, and it's certainly going to be fun playing with it this season. The one thing I would note, my club head speed, if you've watched any of my other blogs, has actually jumped up a little bit, and this is actually a shorter driver. This is a 44.5-inch driver that I ordered, so kind of blows the misconception that the longer the shaft, the faster you swing it. It's not always the case. Sometimes is the case, but not always the case. So it's something when you are getting fitted to make note. If you're hitting a shorter driver better, you're going to get more distance out of it, and you may find that your club head speed actually increases rather than decreases. I hope you enjoyed the blog. I hope you enjoy it, and any questions, drop me an email, tom@motlygolf.co.uk. Speak soon.